Hi, so for today's video, I want to discuss on tutorial 7 number 3. But before we go to the question, how to solve the question, I just want to show you a little bit on how to determine the radius for spherical glass. Alright, so the first thing, I have two glasses here. So this one is curving towards the air. This one is curving towards the glass. So let's say we have light rays coming from this side. So if coming from this side, then our radius will become positive. It comes like this. So our radius will become positive. But if the light rays come from inside of the glass towards outside, then our radius will become negative. It goes the same way, just like this glass. If the light ray comes from this side, the radius will become negative. If the light ray comes from inside the glass to the air, then the radius will become positive. How are we going to determine which one is positive and which one is negative? It's just very simple actually. So let's say that the light ray is coming from outside. You can see that it's bulging, or orang cakap boncit, tersembul. So boncit. So dalam case ni, it is nice for you to just imagine that we like bloated tummy. How about that? Kita suka perut boncit. So kalau perut boncit, kita panggil dia, kita tentukan R dia sebagai positif. Kalau you see this one, anak panah datang daripada dalam ke sini. So kalau kita tengok daripada sini, dia nampak macam kurus kan? Dia nampak macam kurus gitu. So R sama dengan negatif. Same as this one. Look, cahaya itu datang daripada luar, daripada udara ke gelas. Tapi kita tak kisah sama ada daripada udara ke gelas. Sekarang kita tengok curve tu, nampak macam kurus kan? Kurus, so kita letak negatif. Kalau dia datang daripada sini, daripada gelas ke udara, kalau dan kita nampak dia memboncit gitu kan, so R kita ialah positif. Okay, alright, so tutorial 7 number 3, dia kata a point-sized object is buried in a spherical glass ruby of radius 5 centimeter, and then the object appears at a depth of 1.5 centimeter. When viewed on normal to the surface of the ruby, if the refractive index of ruby is 1.7, find out how deep it actually is. So n equals 1.7, v is 1.5. This is what the appeared depth is, and the question is asking for u, which is the real depth or the object distance. Alright, so equation that we are going to use is a spherical surface equation, which is n1 over u1 plus n2 over v1 equals to n2 minus n1 over r. So you can see that u1 and v1, but where is v2 and u2? But we don't have to write u2 and v2, but we have to write in u1 and v1 because we need to determine that where the object distance or where the image distance coming from. So we have to determine which one is n1 and which one is n2. It looks like the n1 is the air and n2 is the glass, but that is not true. We have to see where the light comes from originally. So this is our eyes. We know that light enters our eyes for us to see. So actually the light rays coming from the object itself, moving towards the air, moving towards the glass, and then the air, then it gets into our eyes. That's how light rays work. So that's how reflection on the object works, so that we can perceive this particular object as an image. So yes, so N1 is actually the glass. So this is N1. So what is N2? Our N2 is the refractive index of the air, which is 1.0. So when you add in, we can see that, let me put this one. So N1 is 1.7 over U1, which is the one that we are trying to find. N2 is 1 over V1 is negative 1.5. Why is it negative? Because, because the image is on the same side as the object. That's why we put a V as negative. As negative, right? So it is 1 over negative 1.5 equals to N2 is 1 minus N1 is 1.7 divided by negative 5. Why is it negative again? Why is it negative? Like previously, like I said, you see, we don't like kurus people. So the light rays come from this side to that side. You can see that it is kurus, kan? Like here, this one. If the light rays coming from here to the other side, you can see that this is kurus. So when it is kurus, we put in negative. You see, this one also kurus, because the light ray comes from the air to the glass. You can see it is kurus. Kurus negative, gemuk positive. Yes. Okay, and then for that, you can straight away get the answer. Okay, you can give it a try.